All right, this is Eric with the garage. Behind the camera today, we're looking at Shane. He's going to be our athlete for our demos, for our movement standards here for us versus them. There's not a whole lot of details that we want to give you really. The deadlift burpee WOD. So we've got 5 rounds, so we've got 5 deadlifts, and we've got 10 burpees. And what we're going to do is the deadlift is just a typical deadlift. So Shane stands the weight up. He's at full extension. Everything looks good. Back down. Back up. Doesn't have to pause. He doesn't have to flash his hands either. He does not have to flash his hands or pause. He can just knock them out as fast as he wants. Looking for that shoulder behind the bar, full hip extension. Those are good. He's going to give us some burpees. On his burpees, what we're looking for is chest to deck, and we want full hip extension. Clap overhead. If he closes his hips off, no rep. Better. So that's all we're looking for with the burpees. We want to make sure we get that full extension though, so the hip is extended. If you want to jump and extend your hip while still being laid out and just falling back to the ground, see, he didn't quite get it to extension. He tried, but he didn't get it to extension. No rep. All right, so that's it for the deadlift burpee WOD, except for carrying the weight. The way the weight has to be carried. I'll give you details written as well, so it makes more sense here. But if Shane is the athlete who is finishing the 135-pound deadlift parts, this would be the first female who would do that. He's going to pick that weight up, and he's going to carry that however he wants to the next station. So just carry it a little bit forward for me. And then when he gets to the next station, he drops the bar. Shane can now help that next athlete put the additional weights on the bar, but he cannot help that person carry the weight to the next station. The person who used that bar has to carry that weight. That's how it works. If the weight was too heavy, we could strip the bar down. They could carry a stripped bar back, and then that same person would have to come back and carry the plates back. All right, so here we have Shane again. Now we're going through the workout that's the AMRAP. The AMRAP's got some stone shouldering in it, so we want to show you the stone shoulder. Basically the stone, I don't care how it gets up there, but it has to get up to your shoulder and be standing at full extension. So he picks it up, boom, nice big clean all the way, and that's it. The stone is on the shoulder. It is not on the chest. Let me see like a partial, not quite all the way there. Roll that down. Yeah, see that? That's not a shouldered stone. That's not all the way there. It's got to get up to the top of that shoulder cap. That is a good rep. And then dropping it, you can basically drop it from above the waist if you follow it down. So we don't want you to drop it from the shoulder, but as he gets that back up, good rep, and now he just takes it down. He's following it down. Not really slowing down its progress on the way down, just following it, well, slowing it a little bit. Good. All good reps. All right. Next, you're going to have box jumps. The box jumps are supposed to be with a weighted vest. We are still waiting for our weight vest to arrive, so we'll see. But it's going to be a simple standard. Land with both feet at the same time. That's prescribed. Full extension above the box. And that's it. Step-ups will be allowed for the scaled individuals. So the scaled individuals can choose to step up. 24-inch box for the men. We're actually going to go with a 20-inch box for the women, so this is a chance for the women to knock it out of the park. All right, next we have clean to front squat. So you clean the bar to a power clean, full extended position. That is necessary to start the reps. Then from there, front squat as many as you can. You just knock them out. Shane, just go as many times as you can. Yep. So good front squats. We have depth with the crease of the hip below the knee. That's all we care about. Now that the bar is down, if you're passing that bar, it has to hit the ground first. You cannot pass the bar between people from the rack position. It's got to go to the ground so that they have to re-clean the bar. All right, that's the clean to front squat. Next, push press. So for the push press, we're going to get it up, and we're going to get full extension in that push press. Little pause, he did a jerk, that's fine. You can jerk the bar however you want. That time, just a straight push press. It's got to hit that full extension with that slight pause to make sure it's up there. Bar back on the ground to be passed over to the next athlete. Or in the push press, you could also pass the bar in the rack position if you thought that was wise for 3 minutes. Rowing. Got some rowers over there. Rowing is rowing. However, you probably have never rowed like this before in your life. That's all I'm going to say about the row. AMRAP done. All right, so we got a couple of the things I'm going to go over. Push-ups. These are not flash push-ups. The push-ups that we have, it's basically just chest to the ground and push up. We're going to be looking at just chest and then full extension. We're not even going to worry about the full plank coming out of this because you're supposed to have a weight vest on. That movement standard could change if the weight vests don't show up. Other things we have on the board here, we got pull-ups, full extension, chin over bar. Don't care how you do it, full extension, chin over bar for the pull-ups. We also have the jump over burpees. All I want to say about the jump over burpees is this. If you actually try to do jump over burpees with 4 people, if you think about this, you're going to be limited by the shortest jumper in your group. So if you jump too far and the person can't jump over you, you can make reverse progress. In other words, you can come back towards that person, but you can't make forward progress. So in other words, you're going to do a burpee, you're going to jump, and you're going to land. You're not going to jump and fall forward. You're just going to jump, you're going to land, you're going to lay sideways, and then that person who is at the front of the line, they're going to get up and they're going to jump as well. So they're getting up, they're jumping over. If all of a sudden they look up and say, I can't jump over you, you're too far away, you can inch back in. How fast can you do it? The person can get up and start to jump as soon as there's no one jumping over top of their head. So it can look like a snake just constantly moving, just a wave of jumping over the pile. That's the jump over burpees. Sad news for you, no retaining wall. Insurance issues, we couldn't get coverage for the retaining wall, so we can't have that. Otherwise, weight movement, weight carry, there's no standard. You just have to pile the weights up in one spot, pile them up in another spot, and then you pile them back up where they were. That's all. All right, see you guys soon.